Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Unicorn Overlord Let's Play. Um, Last episode, we defeated the sorcerer Osh, and we recruited him into our party. So yeah, now we have another, or we have a magic user. I think it's our first magic user. Well, for offensive magic, and yeah, that's kind of a big deal because now we have a much easier time or a pretty decent means of defeating like armored units and more heavily physically defensive units. So yeah, that's really cool. And I think that's going to kind of define what we do next a little bit. But before we get into that, let's do the overworld stuff. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what I did and I'll meet you guys when I'm done. So, this time in the overworld, there weren't too many things to collect after last chapter. First, there are these ruins directly above us that contained a hollowed corn ash, and right next to it, we also find a divine shard. Then, a little to the south, there's this beach that has another two divine shards that are not too far from each other. Next, we head back to the town from Rolf's chapter and complete its final delivery, and then we station Rolf on its town. Afterwards, I realized we never completed the overworld quest for recruiting characters, so we recruit a character and immediately dismiss them so that we can get our otter back and collect the rewards at the same time. After that, we just move on to the next chapter. All right, we're here. So I kind of went around and looked at things in the overworld, and there was actually a lot less to do this time than there usually is. So I was kind of debating on what I wanted to do while I was traveling around. And we're at the point where we have two real options. There's a stage to the bottom right here that involves this swamp looking area. And we have the walled city up this way. So yeah, I think we did the cutscene for this one earlier, if I remember correctly. I think that's why the thing's there. But yeah. So, clearly this one up here is full of big armor dudes, just like Hodrick. And so, mages and stuff are going to be very, very useful for fighting this. But it is a relatively short chapter. Again, this was stuff done in the demo, like all of this. Everything we've done up to this point was done in the demo, which kind of just shows how impressive and, how decently long the demo itself was. But yeah, so I think since this stage down here is a little bit of a longer one, I'm going to do that now. I think, and it unlocks some pretty good stuff. So yeah, we're going to go take care of this stage first. Found her yet? Afraid not. Nobody's seen so much as a hair of this so-called aged witch. Then we'll just have to keep looking. Round up every witch in the village if you have to. So they're looking for a witch in the swamp, which it looks like apparently there's a fair amount of them. They're just looking for an older one. It's not every day you get stared down by a cat. Ah. You don't look like any Zenoirans I've ever seen. We're not, actually. And who might you be? I'm Yana, a witch from the marshland hamlet ahead. Did I hear that correctly? You say your name is Yana.
Your garb is unmistakable, but your name makes matters all the more certain. You must be a descendant of the old court sorceress, the great and noble Yana, who served under Queen Elenia's grandfather.
Yes, I'm her granddaughter.
Such knowledge brings my heart great joy. I was only but a child when I knew her, yet she left a lasting warmth few can match. I never expected to come across one of her lineage in a place as bleak and desolate as this.
If I may, we caught wind of Zenoiran soldiers discussing their fruitless search for an old witch.
That would be our elder, yes. We magicked her away somewhere safe in hopes of eluding their gaze. But Those dogs still bear down on the hamlet, using their hunt as an excuse to tear its walls apart, board by board.
A distressing tale indeed.
Though the final act is yet to be written. Please, help us break free of their bloodied fangs.
You needn't so much as ask. We'll do what we must to bring an end to these abuses.
All right. So yeah, they're looking for an older witch, and they've been ravaging this area, as you know, Zenoirans have been doing up to this point. So yeah, we're gonna go take them out, as we do. So yeah, let's get started.
Captain Beaumont, sir!
Is that gusto I hear, hmm? I take it that means you've unearthed the old hag.
Actually, no, sir. We corralled every last crone in the swamp, but none seemed to match the description.
Imbecile! What do you expect me to do with a throng of unmagicked octogenarians? Get back out there and find her!
Well, about that, sir. We've just received word from one of our scouts. It appears as though a band of rebels is converging upon our position.
Galerius's foot! What could they possibly want with a place as disgusting as this?
I haven't the foggiest idea, sir. Shall I send for reinforcements from the Empire?
No. We stay composed. Consider our options. Yes. This could be just the chance at glory I've always wanted. Ooh, I can almost taste it.
Are you certain that's not the swamp air, sir?
The most powerful witch in all the land. And it's but a matter of time until she's ours. Add a hair of rebel squashing to the mix, and you may just find yourself reporting to General Beaumont before long. Nay, I'll not hear another word about reinforcements. We sweep up these horse droppings ourselves.
He's horse dropping. That's pretty rude. As you can see, the hamlet is divided into two smaller communities, each boasting a bustling little population. By the way, have you noticed the enemies carrying those massive shields? They might not flinch before a bit of steel, but cast magic their way and they'll crumble at your feet. I'd be glad to prove it if you let me handle them. Yeah, so, I mean, kind of just like what we were saying before. A lot of the times, very high physically defensive units are also going to have a lower magic defense. So, yeah, we get witches here. Witches excel at casting magic attacks in battle, making them effective against hoplites and other classes with low magic defense. Yeah, so... exactly what it sounds like. I'm coming, friends. All right. As per usual, if we get captured, that's where we lose, and it's just to defeat the boss. We do have this extra side over here that we probably want to capture as well. We also have these barricades here that are going to be a little bit annoying to deal with. And we have archers, which is a lot of fun. Let's see. Let me reorganize my units a little bit, and then I will see you when I'm done doing that. Okay, for this map, I think I want to focus on something like this. So we have, we're going to have a couple different squads that we're going to kind of use to split up and take over each of the separate areas. So we're going to have Chloe, Aubin, and Elaine here. They're going to be handling the brunt of this side of the map. So if you notice, they did make a mention of of hoplites and other high defensive units. But on this side, it's only the boss. When it comes to those guys, they're mostly on this left side here as in terms of just like, you know, other units. So the idea, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a very magically kind of inclined squad here with Osh Lex, who has the magic sword, and Hodrick to make sure everybody like stays protected. So we're gonna have them come down this way, and with the help of Yana, who is our newest unit, we're gonna have these two come down and take this area for themselves. Meanwhile, while we do that, we're gonna have Elaine, or I guess Aubyn's unit in this case, come over this way, and we're gonna have Sharon's unit to support.
By the grace of the Holy Unicorn,
Sharon's unit in this map is largely going to
I'm
be
prepared for
just...
anything.
Oh, we should have her garrison here so she doesn't
advance.
lose stamina. Her role here is largely just going to be healing and making sure everybody else can kind of stay, you know, up to, you know, stay healthy, is what I mean. So yeah, we're going to have these two come down this way, and they're going to help take out these guys. In the meantime, we're going to have Aubyn come down this way, and he's going to kind of hang out in range here until these guys come in range and we take care of them.
What should I do
So yeah,
now?
we're also going to speed up some of the movement here too, just to make sure everything doesn't take too long. Again, as I think you can see, a lot of the stages are starting to get a little bit longer, so we're going to be using speed up quite a bit more. Yeah, so we hit it with the magic attack, and then he gets him with the fireball. So pretty pretty straightforward combat this time around. So yeah, let's have these two. Let's actually have Yana's group take this. We don't have Yana recruited quite yet, and she does come with a lot of her other NPCs,
See what I can do.
as you can see here. And they're not the experience they gain isn't really going to matter all too much. Let's have you back up like here. So we don't want them to do too much fighting because we want to make sure that our units take up most of the experience. All right, they do no damage back to us, so we get to do so we get to just take them out. Yeah. And in case people were wondering, you are able to skip battles, and I know for a lot of these fights, like where we're just not really taking any damage and we're winning, that would probably be a good time to do that. But I do like seeing the way everything plays out, especially when we have new characters and just new strategies and stuff that we're trying to use. It's kind of important to be able to see it just like exactly how all of it kind of plays out, just to make sure it's playing out the way that we want it to. So I might speed it up, but I'm probably not going to skip over unless it's like very, very obvious, or we're taking out like the same reinforcements like too many times, because that might happen, I think, potentially. So yeah, these obstacles will likely prove a hindrance to our advance. Sounds like I'm up then. I'll smash them like they were nothing. Yeah, barricades and other obstacles have a set durability and can be destroyed by attacking them a certain number of times. Units with Housecarl set as their leader can destroy obstacles more quickly due to their leader skill. So yeah, in this instance, we have these barricades here. They don't do any damage to us, but they knock us back. And so they kind of stall out us approaching, more or less. I mean, they're barricades. That's kind of the idea. So more or less what we're going to end up doing is, as you're going to see, like, we don't... we're just going to kind of run our heads into them, more or less.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Let's come up like here and have Yana come up like over here. Yeah, so you'll see it in a sec. So yeah, we just kind of bump into it, which is kind of silly, I think. Let's make sure we keep our health up. Yeah, we don't get a kill here, but we get pretty close. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's other ways to remove the barricades, especially with Valor skills. We will... I don't know if we actually have any right now, but we definitely will be getting some damaging Valor skills in the future. I mean, if we don't have them already. And those can be used to take them out.
A chance to earn some.
Although I do think that the arrow rain skill that Rolf has doesn't break barriers, if I remember correctly. I vaguely remember trying that in my what's it called? In my demo playthrough, and it didn't really work out. Nice, but we have a lot of units approaching level 8, which is really nice. We might actually run into a problem here with our stamina, which would be pretty unfortunate.
This is the place.
Yeah.
Bold of you to
Yeah.
stand against me.
So as you can see on the other side, Aubin broke that barricade with only 2 bumps. But for a lot of other units, they would have to bump it like 3 or 4 times, like something crazy like that. It's actually kind of wild.
I hope you saw that.
I noticed we're getting that attack up thing, and that synergy isn't really working here.
Did you see that, Mother?
Yeah, that's kind of okay. How do I probably should have give them a way to like better recover their stamina.
Ready.
Let's have Yana come up this way,
I'm on my way.
What do you need?
and let's have them
Yes,
back
I
up a little bit.
I've made it. Here I am.
And then-
I'll show you what a witch can do.
We'll have Asha's team rest. It looks like these guys aren't going to approach us until we reach this little area here. Like they haven't moved yet, despite us getting pretty close. So hopefully Yana is able to take care of the other thing. Oh, dude, I thought we were out of the range assist range, but I guess not. Yeah, so that's
I have you.
yeah. pretty easy stuff so far. Yeah, the stamina thing is just a big thing to worry about. Let's have everybody move down, and let's have them take this
Is that
tower.
all?
We're gonna kind of need our other squad to beat the boss
Let's
here.
see what you're capable of.
We don't take them out, but you know what? That's kind of okay.
I've had quite enough of you Zenoiran dogs. Leave now.
Yeah, but we'll win this fight, but we won't actually kill everybody, which is a little unfortunate. But it should give everybody enough time to rest, and that's kind of the
Where that
important
came
thing.
from?
Yeah. In that battle, you can kind of see it, but magic users tend to have higher magic defense, so, you know, they kind of have a little bit of an easier matchup defensively against other magic users. So just something to take into account. Yeah. They kind of just, you know, throw magic at each other and don't do a whole ton. It's kind of, sometimes it almost kind of feels like having 2 hoplites like fight each other, where they don't do any real damage to each other, but they don't take any damage from the other person either. So they just kind of sit around hitting each other for like 1 damage, and it's kind of silly.
Would you look at that?
Nice, we got an empowering drought. Again, like kind of like a X attack in Pokemon.
Healing.
Nice. Just screams after every win. Okay, so we're gonna use Vitalize here. This is a skill that lets us transfer 2 Valor into 2 Stamina, basically. So that'll make it so we don't really have to rest here. Okay, good. I was like, I wasn't sure if we were gonna be able to take out this watchtower in one sitting, and they almost had their attack charged up. So yeah, the little crystal meter that was building again is like an overworld attack, which, you know, can be very devastating at times, especially when it comes from archers. They tend to have a pretty good
I'm
one.
prepared for anything. I advance.
So let's do this. I think we're getting close to being done resting over
What
here.
magic should I grace you with? Go on then. Winter. Maybe I overdid it, as I thought.
Nice. So Yana's starting to get a little low, what's it called? Stamina wise too, but you know, now that we have Asha's team ready to go again, you know, we can just kind of keep rotating that. We want to get this hunter defeated before we fight the others. So I think I'm going to do something a little interesting here. We have the Valor skill called Gravity. So this is going to stop the movement, or it's going to drastically slow down the movement of enemies that are in it. So we're going to use it here to slow these guys down. It reduces it by 90%. That's huge. Like that basically like brings them to a crawl. And then we're going to have these guys come over and we're going to attempt to defeat these hunters before anything else can happen.
You're done for.
Yeah, and we really we really need to take out this other watchtower here too. Again, fortunately, at least stamina wise, we can use Aubyn's skill to restore our stamina so we don't have to like rest. Because, you know, actually sitting there and resting is very dangerous at times. So him and other house Carls get to actually kind of push a little bit harder than other units, which is nice. Definitely a big benefit of the class. Okay, let's see if we... Oh, well, this fight's going to go first. I was like, I'm more invested on the left side of the screen. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, we'll just do whatever comes up. All right. Nice. So, yeah, we're out of stamina. But the thing is, we don't get, you know, penalties or too many, like, combat penalties until we start resting. So as long as we stay at 0 and we don't do anything, we're going to be okay. It just means we can't move. Which, again, is bad. Like, don't get me wrong. Oh, my goodness. How are they doing so much damage? I'm going to heal Hodrick here. I hope that helps. It didn't really help. Why are we not dealing as much damage as I would like us to be? I was like, are we missing or are we just not doing enough? I think the answer is probably we're not actually doing enough damage. Let's try using an empowering drought here. I'm kind of curious to see if it's going to turn it into a kill. We did less damage this time.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, wait. Sorry, it turned off our magical assist. No, we do quite a bit of damage, but it looks like it's just not enough. Wait, did I change Asha's equipment? I did not. Okay, hang on, real quick. I completely forgot this time to actually change their equipment. Let's give him spectacles. Make his accuracy a little better. Yeah, so he actually gets an extra attacking move that he uses his PP skill on if you use the rod that came with this thing. And that's going to put the damage over. For some reason, I thought I did that beforehand, but I guess not. We are taking 20 damage, which is kind of worrying, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, it's probably just the magical assist. There we go. Nice.
A little praise, please.
All right, and that's that archer squad.
I never doubted myself.
Okay, now that that archer squad's gone, we can focus our efforts on this the witch squad here.
It'll be done.
And
You have my
yeah. Ooh, that's so much damage.
capable of.
You'd best make this.
All right, let's do it like this. We're gonna have Yano's squad weaken them, and we're gonna provide a magical assist to reduce the damage that they do to us.
I'm here to help.
And this is gonna cause them to yeah, so we're gonna win and we're gonna take like no damage.
I can't.
That little extra chip damage there is gonna be really important for taking these guys out without
I'll see what I can
actually, you know, suffering any extra damage. Oh no. Oh wait, we have 2 stamina. I forgot I need to vitalize. Sometimes there's just so much in this game, it's kind of hard to remember everything. 18. How much were we taking over here? We were taking 12. Okay, 12 is less than 18, so let's do that.
I shall protect you.
Oh, did he take less damage from darting? Either way, it's a little spread out, which makes things a little bit better. Yeah, as you can see, Osh does that little extra fire burst now because of the staff. And that extra attack is really strong. In some ways, with that equipment, he kind of becomes like a magical house Carl, sort of. Kind of weird to say it like that, but sort of true. So yeah, just I guess just something to think about, like, or just a different way of thinking of that.
I never doubted myself.
Okay, let's have Aubin use his stamina skill, and we're gonna go after these archers. We need to make sure that these guys go down, or else they're gonna keep assist attacking us, and that's just bad. Yo, we get a hollowed corn ash. That's so strong. Again, for people that don't remember, that's essentially our retry button. So if we run out of time or we need an extra 2 valor, that's what that item does. So yeah, very, very good to have, especially in case things go wrong. Which I don't think we've really had that problem yet. But, you know, we're still in the very beginning of the game, so, you know, you never know. It could get a lot harder just, you know, down the line. Okay, let's try to garrison this tower.
Yep.
I don't think we're going to get there before we fight things.
I'm listening.
Ooh, having Hodrick come over here might not have been the move. Because Hodrick is very weak to magic. Like, and there's armor units here, but I also forgot that this is where mages spawn. Again, it's been a little bit since I've done this level, so yeah.
Legs are quick on me.
Okay, so now I think this guy's gonna move towards Aubin now too, so we can just kind of let him be out of stamina for a little bit. All right.
Bold of you to stand against me.
Your fate
Okay,
is
we are in range to swap, which is good. We are running out of stamina here too, which is a little on the scary side.
my magic.
So, but we're gonna do the same thing again here. Yeah, I do have a silver hourglass, which we might need to use here,
My magic.
or maybe we'll just use it to make things a little bit easier. But yeah, we can have Aubin's, or not Aubin, sorry, Osh's team take them out, and Aubin is just gonna hang out here and receive free healing while we take out these other guys.
Healing.
Nice.
I got nothing left.
Perfect. Okay, because now we get to actually restore our thing again.
Hey, thanks.
And we can have him garrison. And while he's garrisoned, he's not going to use up any stamina while he's on there. So he can handle as many reinforcements or other things as needed.
A little
Nice.
praise, please. I can't move.
Okay, let's have them
What do you need?
rest.
I'll make
We're
my
going to
mark.
use a silver hourglass to make this a little bit easier. This should remove a little more than half of their wait time, which is very, which is quite a bit actually.
Try and make this fun, yeah?
So hopefully he'll be able to finish resting before the next set.
Pretty tough, huh?
And I think we're going to need them to make this fight easier. Yeah, we do only 2 damage. So we actually need this squad to finish up over here.
What do you need?
Okay, so we're going to have them come in. Yana actually doesn't really have much to do, so we'll just have her rest. Okay, perfect. We actually get to attack before they do, which is nice. We have a little bit of chip damage kind of on everybody. They're only dealing 15, so I don't think anybody's going to die. So let's just do this. again, since we're attacking a town that's trying to summon a unit, I think because they take damage, they're going to want to try to heal instead of summon a unit, which should reset their time bar here. Yeah. So that's perfect. So we actually get to complete this town without having to worry about another set of reinforcements. Oh, I didn't even check the preview. I just kind of assumed we were gonna win. Okay. Okay, good.
I hope you saw that.
Yeah, usually when there's only one enemy left, I sort of kind of have a tendency to play a little bit faster than I should.
Of course.
Usually you can kind of tell how well you're going to do. Like if there's only one enemy left, largely you're going to be okay. But every now and then they'll kind of surprise you. And sometimes a single enemy can do more damage back to you than you'd expect, especially if they're faster.
Are you okay?
But fortunately here, we just have a lot of tanky guys, and they had a good matchup against the last enemy there. So yeah, we're going to hang out here. Well, once we take this...
Surely this counts for something.
Nice. Oh. You have my thanks for rescuing us. Please take this in return. A conveyance stone. Oh, nice. But before you go, are you making good use of your available valor skills? Such skills can replenish stamina, return fallen allies to the field of battle, and more. Yeah, definitely. Different classes have access to different skills, of course, but any one of them might prove to be the decisive moment in a fierce battle. Yeah, valor skills in this game are very powerful. Like, even just the stamina skill that we've been using,
Yes, I
like, that's saving us so much time. Like, we don't actually need to rest to, like, take care of it. Actually,
I'll make my mark.
what other skills do we have? We have Fortress, which negates stage damage, like the archer's arrows there. Provoke to draw them, and Blaze. So just we deal damage. It also, okay, so it specifically says in the description that it cannot break traps. So that's good to know. So those wooden barricades, we would not be able to set them on fire, which is definitely a choice. Ooh, we could use 2 of these to actually teleport if we wanted to. Like, we could come over here. That's actually not a bad idea. Like, maybe we just do this. Unfortunately, you know, we still need Osh's unit to get there.
My thanks. Ready.
But now they can be here to help. That's a... Dude, just teleporting to any other unit. That is very strong. Like, and that only gets stronger the bigger the map gets. Very good to know. That's a lot of utility that we get from witches there. So we're speeding it up, but we're just kind of cruising along here. Does this kill? Yeah, it kills. You know what? Let's do it. It wastes a little bit of an extra stamina, but you know, if we can get an enemy squad done in one time, I think it'll be fine. And I don't think we need that much stamina to beat the boss here once Asha's unit comes in.
Wasn't even worried.
Does Sharon over here reach the boss?
Did you need me?
No, she doesn't. So let's actually get her to garrison over here. And there they go.
There is time yet to claim victory.
Nice.
What do you need? Heading there now.
Okay. We might
I'll
need
show
to
you what a
heal
witch can do. It'll be
Osh's
done.
unit again because
next?
they are a
You
little bit
asked.
damaged. But we did get here in time, so that's
you may
good.
get burnt.
You have my aid.
So we're dealing a lot of damage, and they're dealing 15 back to us. Or we were healing 15, but I just want to make sure we're taking like the least amount of damage possible. I think this means we're going to be okay. So let me see if we move him back. All right, it doesn't really change anything. So let's just do it like this.
As far as stepping stones go, it seems this one is only fit to dirty my beautiful feet.
Yeah, this guy's so rude. Also, he just called his feet beautiful, which is, you know, an interesting choice.
Ah, my delicious dreams crumbling to dust in my mouth.
This guy is definitely a poet. I don't know for better or for worse, but he's definitely got away with words.
Not so useless now, am I?
Nice. So yeah, we can just come over here and finish this off.
Bold of you to stand against me.
I'm here.
I just realized we might have had extra dialogue with we had Yana's squad fight him, but he's dead now.
A chance to earn some.
Try and make this fun, yeah?
You know, just for fun. How weak can we get them without actually killing them? All right, let's get them a little bit weaker. We're actually going to let them heal just because I want to see what Yana has to say, since this is her stage technically. So let's just get them kind of weak, and you know, it's a little weird to have the NPC probably pick up the kill here, but you know, we'll just let it happen. So yeah, we're going to speed things up until they heal. Oh no.
Bold of you to stand
No!
against me.
I refuse to yield. What magic should I grant?
Careful. You
No, I forgot to stop his movement.
I'll lend you my. I'm here.
Well, we're not going to see the extra dialogue. I am so sorry, guys. That's on me. It's okay. It probably isn't too much. If anything, it's probably her just yelling at him.
look alive. A
Nice.
little praise, please.
Let's go. Level 8.
Tempered in the cruel flames of war.
Could you perhaps praise me a bit?
Our units are starting to get pretty strong. Azure Crest Great Shield. Whoa. All right. Yeah, so this thing is so good. Dude, look at that. It gives us an extra power point, like, or passive point, sorry. What extra PP? That's so strong. Right now, the only person that's able to use a Great Shield is Hodrick. But, you know, one extra PP means he's going to be able to block an extra attack for one of our other allies or units. So, honestly, just that's so good to have. Any chance we can have to have more PP or AP, the better. Thank you both. I could never have restored peace to the hamlet without your help. And what of your elder? Is she unharmed? Well, perhaps it's better if I just introduce you. You too, Hodrick. Hmm? I would never decline such an honor, my lady. But what reason could you possibly have for asking me to join? You'll see soon enough. Now, come along.
Tell us, Yana, where is this elder you spoke of?
Still haven't caught on. You always were the most naive pup in the litter, my little Hodrick.
That name. But nobody calls me that except the court sorceress herself. No, I won't believe it. When I was a boy, you were already... how should I put this?
Decrepit? Old? Antique? Such a form would make it painfully obvious who our village elder truly was. And an awful bother to get around at that. So I crafted a spell to peel back the years and restore my youth. Though I dare say it dampened my magic as well.
'Tis astonishing what miracle sorcery empowers.
It's one of the most prized techniques my master taught me. And not a feat for the weak of heart, mind you. Now, I'd very much like to resume my duties. And I'd like to do so in service of the liberation. Let this old vassal put a young hand toward restoring her homeland.
The honor would be ours, Yana. It seems this swamp can offer more than just dreary weather.
Ah, the draft of defeat is a bitter one indeed.
Captain Beaumont, sir?
It's all over, lad. I'll be tarred, feathered, and paraded through the streets like a mustachioed chicken for this.
Sir, where are you going?
I refuse to play their farmstead foul. There's one last haven that may offer us protection. But it's far. So very, very far. Do you have the pluck to make this trek with me?
As I breathe and eat, sir, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth and back.
Yes, good. Then we depart without a moment's delay. Remember this day, lad, as our first booted step into the most lucrative trade you can imagine.
Wow, that was a lot of enemies in this area. Hey, we got our hourglass back, and we got some extra stuff. Yeah, so we got Yana in this chapter. I place my trust in you, Prince Elaine. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so we got Elaine. Here's the example unit they give us. By using the magic conferral skill on the Lord, the witch can make the Lord's lean edge skill also deal magic damage. Yeah, so she actually has a skill that adds magical damage to our physical attacks. So she can make a physical attacker into a magic attacker one attack. And honestly, for a lot of the units we're fighting, one attack can tend to be all we need. But yeah, we didn't defeat the enemies there. They ended up getting away, and we'll probably see them again at some point, or at least that's what the dialogue seems to imply. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. That's going to be it for me in this one. Next episode, we're probably going to take on the Walled City, which I think is going to be a bit of a shorter chapter. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.